What's up, everybody? It's your boy coming back one more time again on the spoofing news front. Everybody knows the shit hit the fan last night by now. If you don't, let me be the first person to inform you. If you managed to make it past last night without getting the, I'm going to call it the fucking death message, because that's basically what it amounted to. The message that said unable to get game data from the server. If you managed to make it past last night without getting that message, congrats. But I'm going to kind of shed a little light on why it is I think that we actually got caught up in yesterday's little ban incident. And here's the reason, alright? It has nothing to do with what you've done over the past week or anything like that. It has nothing to do with the quest. It's none of that bullshit. It's very simple. Here's what happened, okay? I told you guys this. The day before, Niantic pushed out an update for Android, okay? So they were already on it. Yesterday, they pushed out the update for iOS. And you guys may have noticed here recently that the newest updates that they're pushing out basically force you to upgrade to be able to keep on playing. If you don't upgrade, you cannot play. In other words, you're not a reindeer in their reindeer games anymore. And yesterday what I think happened is this, okay? They pushed the update out. Elliot was a little slow on getting the update version of PokeGO out to us. So we kept running revision 70, which basically was version 0.97.2, not 0.99, which is what they pushed out yesterday and the day before. And because of this reason, as soon as you restarted the game and continued to play on 0.97.2 version instead of the 0.99 version, that basically said to Niantic, hey, this dude is running a hacked version of the client software. Why? Because the only way that you could continue to play on that older version is if you're using a modified client software. Otherwise, the update basically said, hey, you must update to continue playing. That's exactly what it said the day before on Android. That's how I knew that it updated. So yeah, they knew when you continued to run 0.97.2, hey, you're playing on a modified client version. That's why I've been saying all along, and I still continue to say, the only 100% proof way of not getting caught on iOS is to use iTools. I said that before, I'll say it again, at least until Elliot figures out what they're actually doing. I suggested this information to him earlier today. I got a nah reply from him, which means he's not believing it, but it's still a possibility, because he didn't give me a hell no. It was more of like a question mark nah. I think this is exactly what they've done to us, and this is no joke. Another thing, if you look at what the responses were yesterday when we started getting the error message, one of the things that they told us to do was to make sure that your time is set to automatic time. In other words, network configured time. Okay, and that was step number like 2 or 3 in that 6-step process that they pushed out to us, that most people kind of probably just ignored. But that's another thing, you should not have ignored it, and let me tell you why. Okay, on iTools, I have noticed here recently when I was spoofing on iTools, it would automatically update my time to the location where I was spoofing at. Like, literally, even when I unconnected my phone from my tower, it would still say, like, if I'm spoofing in Yokohama Japan Park, which is where I've been at, like right now, for your information, it says that it is currently 8:06 a.m. over there. Okay? Because that's where I'm spoofing at, and because before I started running PokeGO++, the newest version today, I had been using iTools last night on this account, and it set the time so that even when I unplugged it and even when I installed the new version of PokeGO++, it's using the time that was hard set into this phone from iTools. That is one of the reasons why you do not get busted on iTools, okay? The time zone. They, like, step 2 or 3 of that little 6-step thing that they pushed out to us yesterday was to make sure that you're on automatic time. In other words, allow your system to get the current time from network based, okay? That was like step 2 or 3. So that's an issue, and the fact that whenever we are running PokeGO++ and they push out an update the way they did, which was a forced update that they've done the last 2 times. Forced means basically you are forced to update your original software in order to keep playing in the reindeer games. We did not get that because we were running PokeGO++, and we were obviously waiting on them to bring out the new version of PokeGO++. As I mentioned the day before yesterday, I kept saying, well, it should have been out already, but normally it's out like the night before. It's not out yet. And then I said yesterday, when the sky was falling and everybody was wondering what was going on, I simply asked a question. I said, does anybody think that this is a coincidence that the iOS version come out on the same exact day that all of a sudden the sky started falling for everybody? And nobody said anything. They just kind of stepped over that comment and just kept on doing what they were doing in the PokeGO++ Discord server. And then I started thinking about it last night, because you know how I do. I grind on shit. I was thinking, I was like, how is this possible? What is going on here that we're not realizing? And see, on Honey, I have not even got so much as a shadow ban, let alone any other kind of ban, while using Honey. And one of the reasons I think this is because the way spoofing is done on Android, where the GPS and the joystick is kept separately from the actual original application. Okay, so even if you're spoofing on Android and you're forced to do the update, you get that update and you get that message, and you're forced to go to the new version and run on the new version. What's up, Jeff King? I'm laying down exactly my 2-step plan why everybody got banned basically yesterday. It might not be a permaban though. That's the only good news that everybody needs to keep in their mind. Somebody mentioned yesterday in the PokeGO++ server that I was in, they mentioned that this was only going to be for 14 days, and you would only lose the Pokemon that you had gathered over the last 10 days. So, yeah, it's a good possibility that it's not going to be a permanent ban, for the simple fact that if it was a permanent ban, number one, you would have got an email message about it. Number two, that account name would be open for creating a new account again. Number three, when you started the game up, you would get a nice Christmas colory message on the screen. Not only just red, but you would also get some green thrown in there and some other shit that says, hey, you have been permanently banned for violating the terms of service, da 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 da. And this is not happening. Matter of fact, some people are getting this shit lifted by firing off an email to Niantic wanting a refund, because that is the absolute last thing that they want to do is issue a refund. So yeah, they have basically been reversing a lot of these and letting people go about their business because of that. Um, but the rest of it, it just depends on who the people, the support that you're getting a hold of, because there's bad apples and there's good apples in every bunch. Okay, if you happen to get a bad apple, Joe Blow doesn't give a fuck whether you get banned or not, whether you request a refund, because he just basically hates his fucking life anyway, and he's just basically going to give you the standard fucking, bullshit fucking, basically already computer generated email response that lets you know, hey, this guy ain't going to do a damn thing for you. Just saying. When was this? This was last night. Yeah, people are saying how to fix it. I've went through every step in that process, except for step 2 or 3. I can't remember which one it is, where it states to set your time zone to automatic, in other words, network requested time, so that no matter where you actually go in real life, it updates your time zone and your time to reflect where you go. This is one of the ways that they're catching people up. But if you don't want to get caught up in that shit, then use iTools, because it actually does set the time in your phone to the time zone where you are currently spoofing. And this is no joke, because my iPhone, I was actually spoofing on it last night before I went to bed. I set my location to over there in Yokohama Park, and it's currently showing 8:12 a.m. on my phone, even though I have disconnected it from the computer, which is a lovely feature of iTools, by the way. It actually keeps your same location in your phone, including the time zone and stuff of where you spoofed to last, because it hard sets it in the phone. So yeah, that's set. And then even though I'm using PokeGO++, at least my time zone and shit is set to where it's supposed to be. Finally, PokeGO++ has been updated to 0.99.2 whatever it is version, which is the latest revision that Niantic pushed out as a forced update. Again, if people that come in late that didn't catch this part of the discussion, the last 2 updates that Niantic has brought out have been forced updates. In other words, it comes up with a nice little message on your screen that says, hey, Pokemon Go has been updated. You must update in order to continue playing. In other words, if you want to continue playing our game, you must update to the latest version. Well, running PokeGO++, we don't get that message. You see what I'm saying? We don't get that message, and we were waiting on Elliot to bring out the latest version, which should have happened the night before, but it didn't. I don't know why. But I think it happened yesterday during the day when all hell broke loose over this little situation, because he didn't update it until after we all started getting these fucking error messages, unable to get data from game server, blah, blah, blah. See, exactly, Jeff King. Now you understand. iTools is by far the safest method right now, and it's because, number one, it uses the legitimate application. Okay, so you do get that message in game, and you are forced to update the legitimate application right on schedule. And then number 2, it sets the time zone to where you're spoofing at, which is what must be the other piece of the puzzle in order for this to all work correctly. Exactly, Patrick. I'm running revision 71, beta 1. Yes, I'm running it. Um, and I mentioned all this to Elliot. Hopefully, he takes it under advisement and comes up with a new solution. Like, what he really needs to do is, if there's an update and Pokemon Go pushes out a message that says, hey, you must update in order to continue playing, then PokeGO Plus should also push out that message update to its users and say, hey, Pokemon Go has been updated. Please update to the latest PokeGO Plus to continue playing, and then stop everybody in their tracks from being able to play on that version. That's what he needs to do. Also, he needs to start updating the time and the time zone to exactly where you're spoofing at, because that's what iTools is doing, and it has worked flawlessly for Jeff. It worked flawlessly for me while I was using it. Yeah. Any other method, except for Honey, that is. Honey's safe. I know that for a fact, because every account that I have only used on Honey has not had a ban or anything on it, period. So, yeah, and it's going on, what, 2 weeks now? So, yeah. That's Stormy's little thoughts on the exact issue. So yeah, I think everybody that can hear the sound of my voice, if you want to continue to spoof on iOS, number one, you need a secondary account to play on right now. I mean, you can use revision 71 if you want to test it out for them or whatever. But by far the most safest route would be to use iTools if that's a possibility for you. Appreciate it, Jeff. Appreciate it. Exactly. Honey has been untouched by Niantic. So, yeah. That's another big news break. And again, the reason I think Honey's been untouched is because it is separate, right? It allows you to still get that message about you must update the original application in order to keep playing. So then you update it, and then you just continue business as normal, letting Honey spoof your location and whatnot, but you're on the version that they just pushed out. This is exactly why I think we got hit. I don't, and another thing, there's another option I noticed inside of, hold on, I'm going to show you. There's another option in here that you guys need to take note of and stop using, okay? Number one, I don't force location updates anymore. But you see this option right here, enable radar 2.0 map fetch. It starts off enabled by default, okay? And you know as well as I do that they took all the botted people down. I think, and all the maps are currently still down, by the way. I think that that is another way that they're catching people up, is it's trying to fetch that map location from the map place, whatever the hell it is that feeds the map to this application. And because of that, I think it's catching people up as well. So disable that option right there. Not certain if this is an issue or not, but I disabled it just because, and that's the forced location updates. I disabled that. But like I said, you can do that and try to see if that makes a difference over time. Yeah, Honey is the way to go if you're on Android. I'm not certain if fake GPS location that updated yesterday as well. I'm not certain if they change the internal service name and all that shit to the extent that I did to make sure they don't get caught. So I don't know if they did that or not. If they did, you might be safe using it as well. I'm just not familiar with it enough to know yet. I haven't tore it apart like I've tore other ones apart. But I plan to. I plan to take the latest update they have, tear it apart, change the service name, the internal, external name, block the Bluetooth address, all the same shit that I did to Honey, and then release a version of it as well for you guys, because that may work for people. I know a lot of people that are using that update right there that's working, according to them, working flawlessly, but I think it could still be made safer, you know. Yeah, they definitely fucked up, because there's a lot of people that's requesting their money back right now. A lot of people, no doubt. You're looking at one of them right here. My Red account, I straight up fired. First off, I contacted Google directly, and I didn't do it via email. I contacted them via the callback option where I provided them the information and then they called me back. And that guy told me that Niantic on Google platform is the one that handles all the transactions, and that I need to contact them before Google gets involved. Now, that's not to say Google's not going to get involved if Niantic tells me that they don't want to refund the money, because Google straight up will. He just said that I have to contact them and make an effort first with them before they can jump in and play Big Brother. So I did. I'm following the rules, you know. Yeah, they got me pissed off. Now, if they unban my account, that's a different story. If they send me a message back like they've done to a lot of people stating, hey, as long as you remove all third-party software from your machine, and then we have unbanned it, and this is to prevent you from getting banned again, blah, blah. Okay, well, that's all fine and good. But if they attempt to leave me banned and try to just give me the shove off, then yeah, I have an issue with that, and I will contact Google back and get my money back. And as in the words of the Google people today, he goes, wow, you've spent a lot of money, because he started looking over the records. He goes, you've spent a lot of money in this game. And I said, yeah, I've spent quite a lot of money in this game. I said, now you understand why, since I'm not able to play the game as intended, why I want my money back. And he said, oh yeah, he said, I could see that, because he looked. He knew the records, when the Pokecoins were bought, everything, dude. He looked at it. He's like, wow. He goes, you've spent a lot of money. I was like, yeah, I have. And I said, that's just on one account. That's what I told him. I said, that's just one account. I wasn't even trying to hide it from him that I got multiple. You know what I mean? I told him. I was like, yeah, I said, that's just one account. That's nothing compared to the total amount that I've spent in this game. No, by all means, this is not the end of spoofing, Lucas. Hells no. If you haven't done so yet, go buy yourself a copy of iTools and continue on like business as usual. Because iTools is the way to go if you're going to spoof on iOS. Most definitely. No shadow bans, no red warnings, nada. No permanent bans, nothing while using iTools. Exactly. Draconians go. I mean, there's always that. That's another thing that I thought of today. I was like, I told Mercedes driving home, I was like, but I said, all Niantic is doing is killing themselves. I said, because there's plenty of other games out there now that could take their place. You know, you got Fortnite, you got PUBG, you got Draconia's Go, you got Jurassic World. You know, there's a bunch of AR Plus games that's coming out. So, but no, it is most definitely not the end of spoofing in this game. Far from it. Hackers are, if nothing else, adaptable. If one thing does not work, we will find something that does work and that works even better. And I'm telling you, iTools works really, really good. Oh, I don't know what seismometer is, but I know it's called iTools. Hold on, I'll put the information up for you in a second here. Bring it up so I can get the information about. I think these guys .co. So I can copy and paste it. There we go. This is where you want to look at, right here. This. And that is not right there, Nightbot. You are behind the times. The location coordinates to where we are right now is not that. 1 second here. We'll have it for you. Okay. There we go. I will change that. Alright, what the fuck? Son of a bitch. Copy again. Paste again. Okay, that's been updated. What else do I change here? R71b1. There we go. Alright, that updates everything. Most definitely, people. Thank you for helping me get this information out to people. But yeah, that's how we do right now until later on. Okay, now this is an alternate account that I'm playing on right now. That is the only reason, the only absolute only reason why I am playing using PokeGO Plus right now is because I'm on an alternate account. If it wasn't for that, if I wasn't on a brand spankety new Pokemon trainer account, then I for sure would not continue playing using PokeGO Plus. I would be on iTools for sure. I am just merely testing is all I'm doing. I'm wanting to see if it was related to the update, which I'll know by the end of the day if it was related to the update. Whoa. Go back over there. Thank you. Okay, wait. There we go. That's better. Alright, let's walk around a little bit. Just make sure you're on the legitimate app. If you're going to use iTools, make sure you're on the legitimate app and not using PokeGO Plus with iTools, just to be doubly safe. Make sure you're on the legitimate app. You can still move around and everything inside iTools just fine. As you guys seen tonight before last, because that's when I was using it. I know, right? It's not like it's a competitive game where we're playing this for hundreds of thousands of dollars and shit, you know. It's because certain people whined to Niantic and went and cried during the last event that we had someplace. They went and talked to John Hankey and was crying in his ear and whatnot. And because of that, he's attempting to do something against it, but his company is quickly finding out that it's detrimental to against their health as a company, um, because they seen just how much money that the spoofers were bringing to them versus the legitimate players that are not even playing this game anymore. I think the only people that are still legitimately playing the game are Mystic 7, Lewis. That's it. Oh wait, maybe Trainer Tips. What's up, Boom Squad? In the house. Well, a bunch of people got caught up in that ban wave yesterday. You know, and the little fix information that certain people have been pushing videos out saying that this is the way to fix it and whatnot. It's not. It's not. I've went through every single step on that process. That will not fix it. That's the same shit that they pushed out a year ago saying when they had issues. Try this and see if this fixes it. And yeah, that's a bunch of shit. It's not going to fix it. Niantic seen that we were all using a different client from theirs when they pushed the forced update out, and we were all using still version not 0.97.2 instead of 0.99, which was the update that they forced everybody to move to if they wanted to keep playing. And yeah, they seen that you weren't, and they said naughty naughty. They smacked your hand, and that's what happened. Yeah, exactly, Lucas. Exactly. You know, you would think that this was a big, you know, tournament style game or some shit. And it's not. I mean, it could never be that. Just because of the manner in which it's handled. You know, it's based on where you live. It has nothing to do with your skill set. It has everything to do with where you live as to how good you are at this game, quote unquote, what level you are and shit like that. It has nothing to do with, you know, how your dexterity and your fingers and whatnot. It's got nothing to do with that. Nothing. It has everything to do with where you live. If you were lucky enough to live over top of Santa Monica's pier, then yeah, you got it made. You don't have to spoof. But everybody else that lives in real world locations, you know, not inside the city where there's 500 Pokestops within walking distance and whatnot, that's completely different. What's up, Team Instinct? Oh no, that was my account that I had Mew on. So yeah, that completely straight up pissed me off. But I mean, all it's done is forced me to start boosting another account up. And I mean, now that I have a gotcha, I've already proven that I can hit level 25 in a week. So give me a month. and I'll be back spoofing bigger than ever, because I'm gonna jump everywhere now. I don't give a shit. After that problem yesterday, I'm jumping everywhere. Wow, I hit him in the big toe. Let me clean the screen off some of my damn thing real quick, sticking to it. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yep. They could definitely make it. God dang it. They're definitely turning away a lot of money. That's no doubt. No, it's a ban. It's a ban. That has been confirmed by the PokeGO people now. Elliot's finally admitting it. If you sign into PokeGO++'s Discord server and check out announcements, you'll see what he says. He's even got a link in there to request a refund. Yup. Hey, Lucas, be careful about that. Nightbot goes the hell off. Watch about using all caps. Nightbot doesn't like that shit. It's amazing. These people, they basically have no idea what they're doing. Okay, wait. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? Should be all turned around. Yay, I hit 11. Yeah, no doubt. I feel you, dude. I'm there for sure. We'll see what they respond back. I'm sure it'll be some rubber stamped reply. Look here, bitches. Spin this damn stock. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Yeah, my good accounts, when they get unbanned until The rest of the shit is for sure figured out. They're only going to be played on iTools or on Honey. That's the only two ways I will play on those. Yeah, people are saying after 2 weeks. They're saying after 14 days. You're going to get your account back. But you'll lose all the Pokemon that you got in the last 10 days. It's stupid. But we are talking about Niantic here. They have not been known for making smart moves in this game thus far. And all they're doing is pissing spoofers off, making us come up with other methods of spoofing that cannot be caught. You know? I mean, somebody's already made a version on iPhone that can't be caught. It's called iTools. On Android, somebody's already made a version that can't be caught on Android apparently either. So all they're doing is making other people step their game up. But I got 2 accounts that are my main accounts that are coming off of Shadow anytime in the next couple of days. So, you know, they really haven't done shit. They think they have, but they haven't. They stopped my Red account. Ooh. An account that I wasn't even using to begin with anyway until they shadow banned the other 2 accounts. Oh, Google is changing their stance on that issue. They told me, at first, he started to say that he could only do the last 48 hours. Then I started raising hell. I said, dude, I said, check my account and see how much money I've spent on this fucking game in the last 2 years. I said, this ain't like this is a low-level fucking 15-level account or some shit. I said, check the amount of money that's been spent on that account. And he looked at it and he goes, wow. He goes, you have spent quite a bit of money on this. And I said, yep. And he goes, well, we can't step in and do anything until you have to contact Niantic first. And once they give you the response that they're not going to do anything or whatever, he said, then we can step in on your behalf. So, yeah, it's not that they can't. They just have to, you got to have that response from Niantic first before they can step in. That's exactly what he told me. So it can be done. You just got to give it time and listen to the bullshit response Niantic comes off with first. It's sad, but it's true. I have no idea how the fuck this account filled up that fast. Because I had way more than 100 slots available when I started. Oh, it's because I updated. That's why. I'm just going to continue to play the game the way I want to play it, regardless. And when my blue account and my yellow account come off of injured reserve, uh, I'm taking my yellow account and I'm going to bounce all over this fucking globe. They think they had a problem with spoofing before. Wait till they get a load of me. Now that I know a method that is foolproof on iOS and I know how to get away with it, I'm fixing to show you guys what the true meaning of globe hopping is. They pissed the wrong motherfucker off. It should be entertaining, so you guys stay tuned, because my shit should be off injured reserve anytime in the next couple of days. You too? Nice. Wait, I mean, you are? I'm playing straight up legitimate. I am not gonna hack in this game. I will refuse to do that. Well, it should be entertaining for you guys because you'll actually be able to see how long it takes me to get to 25. Why would I join Team Mystic? Oh, damn, that's kind of nice. Bam. What's impossible since 2016? I am streaming on an iPhone, and I'm using Air Server from Apple. Works really well. Oh, you're talking about hacking on Pokemon Go? Yeah, that's been impossible for a long time. Ooh, excellent. Not bad. Oh, disconnected. I do have the giveaway account over here. It's like 21, heading toward 22. It's been hammering with Poke all week. So yeah, it's not like I'm short on accounts or anything. I think Mercedes has a 28. I think that's what it was. Oh, 28. I can always jack her account if I have to. Yeah, no. It's not that complicated anymore. You just gotta, instead of using PokeGO++, everybody needs to just use iTools. Because, I mean, you can even use the free version of iTools, as long as you don't go more than 3 places. You could put yourself in Santa Monica, stay there, jump all over inside Santa Monica, and never have to leave, and you'd be good to go. Wouldn't have to buy a new version or anything. Joe says to watch the servers for the next couple of days. We'll see. I'll watch them. Really sort of little. Yeah, it's so hard, isn't it, to spoof on Pokemon Go? We're not even spoofing stats or nothing. We're spoofing our fucking GPS coordinates. That's it. You still have to catch the Pokemon. You still have to spend money on fucking slots and whatnot. It's amazing. That's a good question. Right. Yep, they're amazing. Stick to iTools though, Jeff. Dang, stick to iTools. I'm trying to keep you safe. Stay on iTools. Don't switch. Wait, I got some candy out there. Let's talk about it. Goodbye. need to fill up my Pepsi anyway. No candy, no candy, no candy. You know you can. I will hand them out to everybody. Here, you want one? Here, you take one too. Here, one for you. Cool. Oh, I'm sure they're gonna be pissed. They're not gonna be happy. Neither is Google after everybody gets their message from Niantic and then turns around and contacts Google back wanting their fucking refund because they got turned down by Niantic. Yeah, shit's gonna hit the fan over there too. I don't think they should be able to say anything, period. As long as you actively spending money in the game, and they cash in those checks, I don't think they should be able to say shit. Oh no, it's not. Not by a long shot. Like I said, iTools is working fucking perfectly. So let them do their damnedest, you know, because I got a bought and paid for license for iTools. So they think it's over for me. They got another thing coming. I'm gonna be all right, even if Elliot died today and didn't bring out another updated PokeGO Plus. I'm gonna be okay. Probably. Make like the anti Pokemon. Like if they make, let's say for instance, Charizard, right? And it's fire type. Make something very similar to it, but have it be like ice type. And do that for all of them. Damn. Man, they got some good movies coming out this month and next month for sure. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of people that never got Perm Ban. Hell, I've had shadow bans on my account with the red warnings at least 3 or 4 times. I'm not worried. It's just a pain in the ass. That's all. I know, right? If you pay attention to the way they're treating us and stuff, it's like we committed a felony or some shit. Depends on if it was botted. If it was botted the whole way up, I wouldn't mess with it. But if it was just played on like PokeGO Plus or something like that, you might be alright. I don't know if I would play on a botted account. Ouch. That's not good. I still have 2 or 3 accounts that are shadow banned. My main ones, my blue account and my main yellow one, those are shadow banned. So those should be coming off anytime, next day or two. My red account, last night got that stupid error message. I contacted them about it today. We'll see what happens. I don't know yet. But as you can tell, I'm prepping for the worst. That's why something told me a few days ago to go ahead and make a new trainer account and just start leveling it up. Look or listen. Bitch, you're pissing me off. Go the other way. Jesus Christ. Not much, man, not much. If you want a way to spoof on iOS, get iTools. Stay the fuck away from PokeGO right now. I mean, just on like a little generic trainer account that I started. So I really don't give a shit what happens to this one. I'm just trying to level up, see how far I can get before they fucking ban it again. Yeah, exactly what I think happened yesterday, people, is like I said, they forced an update on us. The last 2 updates have been that way, where it forces you basically to exit out of the application, do the update, and then be able to continue on playing. Well, we didn't get that forced update yesterday. We continued to exit out every time somebody told us that the bans, they were getting hit. I exited out how many times yesterday and then went back in and kept playing like 2 or 3 times just to verify. And that all that was doing was telling Niantic, hey, this guy has exited the game, went back in, and is still running 0.97, 0.2 but yet he still is spending time in the game. Something's up with this guy's account. That's why I think I got hit. Because they did that forced update. So from now on, you're either going to have to keep a really, really close eye. Make sure, like, if you see that Android is updated, like yesterday, I knew, or day before yesterday, I knew Android was updated. I should have stayed the fuck away from PokeGO Plus yesterday. I should have been on iTools only yesterday, at least until he had the chance to update it. I think that's how they were detecting us. That in the time, because the first message they sent out to us, step number 2 or 3 was to make sure that we updated our time to be automatic time zone. That way, no matter where we traveled, it would automatically update the time on our phones. I think that's another way they were catching us. The phone times were not updating because PokeGO Plus was not forcing the update on the phone itself. iTools actually forces the update because it actually changes the location on the Apple phone itself, which is a much safer way to spoof, by the way. That's right, fool me once. That shit won't happen again. Yeah, I don't think their detections are a big complicated thing that they think that it is. I think it's just simply checking your time versus the time zone that you're currently spoofing to, as well as checking the version number on the official Pokemon Go app versus the number that you're currently spoofing under. I think that's all it boils down to, seriously. What's up, people? What's up? How you living, everybody? What's up, Jason? What's up? Team Instincts, Dad. But yeah, I think it's no more complicated than that simple thing right there. All they're doing is they know whenever their app is updated, you cannot continue to play if you exit out of the game, right? If they see an exit trigger, right, and you go back in and you're still playing under 0.97.2, they know, hey, something's up with this guy's client software because he should not be reporting a version of 0.97.2 right now and still playing after a restart. That's what it boils down to. Appreciate it, Limited State. Appreciate it. Definitely check iTools out, man. Even all you need is pick out your 3 favorite locations that you want to spoof. Okay, your 3 favorite locations. Say for instance, all you wanted to do was spoof in Santa Monica, right? You can do that on the free version of iTools without buying a license. And you can jump all over Santa Monica without having to worry about buying a license. It only updates that number of major locations when you change locations. Like say you go from Santa Monica to San Francisco or Santa Monica to Japan. Well, then that counts as a second major change update, and now you only have 1 left. You see what I'm saying? But if you only are going to spoof around Santa Monica, you can use iTools as much as you want just to spoof all over Santa Monica. And it updates the time and shit like it's supposed to. It actually makes your phone think that that's where it's at. And you don't have to stay connected to your computer. You can connect to your computer, set your location in Santa Monica, like in between like 3 stops or something that you want to be there for the night or whatever. You're going to set up some lures and whatnot. You can unhook it from your computer, take it over, plug it into the wall socket by your bed, and it will actually stay at the last location that you moved to on iTools because it's physically set that location inside your phone. So yeah, it works really, really good. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And you know what made me realize that was part of the problem? I looked down at my phone today after using iTools last night to post myself up in Yokohama Park. And it's still set, physically set at 9:48 a.m. right now. And that's with iTools closed. I'm not even connected to it anymore, and I've been using the latest PokeGO Plus, but it physically set that change in time zone on my phone itself. And that's what made me think about it. I was like, that's 2 dumb ways that spoofers are getting caught up right there over some dumb shit. You know, it's always like I've tried to tell everybody, it's the simplest answer is what's getting you caught. You can use both. You know what I'm saying? You can use iTools to set your location and your time for your time zone wherever you're going to spoof at, and then you could jump in PokeGO Plus, go to that same exact spot that you just spoofed at using iTools, and you can walk around with the joystick in that time zone if you trust that everything else is cool. You know, I'm doing it right now because this account really doesn't matter that much to me. But if you want to be 100% safe, use iTools. I mean, if you get a couple people to go in together with you to buy licenses, it's like next to nothing. You can get 5 licenses for, I think it's like $50. In other words, $10 a piece if you get like 4 people to go in with you. Definitely worth $10 to have that little thing in your hip pocket. Remember I told you guys that the other day? It's definitely worth it to have that other tool in your hip pocket because you never know. And this right here proves that you never know, and you never know, you might need that motherfucker because you definitely do now if you want to stay 100% safe until PokeGO Plus gets out of the beta state. That's what I would recommend. But like if you're going to be posted up for the evening just in one spot and you're just basically farming items or something like that, then why not use iTools? Because it's going to park your guy like in between a triple stop or something like that anyway. I mean, we technically could do it. You still got one more license left, don't you, Jeff? Because you used one, I used one. There should be one left somewhere. There's two more. I used one, you used one. So there's two more left. I mean, if you want to give them away, that's cool. Just don't end up giving my key away by accident. I don't need somebody taking that key. That's the only other option I got right now. But the other ones, we should be good to give away. Either to Jason or Patrick. Or hell, even for that matter, Joe. We could like... You bought what, 5? So we used 2. There should be 3 left. Yeah, we could do that. The fuck? Did I just fucking get kicked off of PokeGO++'s fucking Discord server? Hold up, I gotta check this shit out. I think I just got kicked off. I didn't even do nothing. That's interesting. The instant invite is invalid or has expired. Wow, okay. Somebody that's still on their server may want to tell them that their instant invite has expired. Just saying. I haven't got another invite to anything. Wow, okay. So I can't get on the fucking Discord server anymore. Oh yeah, if you're talking about iTools, yeah, you can go pretty much anywhere. No problem. You do need a PC. What you do is you connect your iPhone to your PC and it basically updates the location and stuff inside Pokemon Go, the official app, Pokemon Go. I had to install it to show people how it works. Alrighty. What the fuck? Get me the damn ball, bear. I'll find out here in a minute. It says he's supposed to be sending them to me. Okay. Apparently they lost their original server. It went down or something. I don't know why. Which that happened to the NVS Discord server a long time ago. Wow. Wow, people are going the fuck off on this other Discord server. It's driving me nuts. What the fuck is... Why does it keep playing noise after noise after noise? That's a pain in the ass. Fuck that. God. Fuck is the off topic so I can silence this shit. Jesus Christ. No. Alright, that's better. Much better. What's up, VJ? You're still doing good on fucking honey, huh? No bans on honey, right? You got the red warning on it? Is that what you're saying? Because you shouldn't be getting the red warning on it. Not on the latest version. Service name has been changed and everything. Now, you might get the warning if you got PokeGenie installed. The latest version, VJ, of honey is not getting any warning messages whatsoever. Yeah, hopefully that'll fix it. Download that one, BJ. That should put a stop to all your warning messages. Huh. Next time for every van, huh? I'm surprised you got a response that quick. I still ain't got an email back yet. I just told him the same thing. We'll see how long it takes. What's the name of the spoofer that you're using, VJ? That'll tell me if you got the latest one or not. When you run it, pull down the title bar and tell me what it says is running. What service is it? Damn it, VJ. Answer the question, dude. What the fuck? I need to know if it's safe or not. And if it's not, I'm going to stop telling people to get it. VJ, answer the damn question already. Fucking Christ, people. It's not that hard. Ah, that's the problem. The internal service name is not changed on the previous version. You need to make sure and use the one that's got the internal service name changed as well as the external names. Yeah, yeah, that's a problem. That is a problem. One thing that I thought about doing also, the fake GPS location was updated to the latest version. I thought about cloning that one and changing the internal service name as well to fix that problem. Hmm. When you tried installing this new version, did you try getting rid of the other version before you installed this version? Also, you want to try the different update intervals, like try 100, try 200, try changing once you start the service, right? Change the GPS from high precision to just GPS only. Once the service has already been started, try that and set your update interval to like 200 and see what it does. I'm doing pretty decent, Hunter Wolf. How you doing? Well, as decent as I can be for a damn bandways day. Motherfucker, this is pissing me off. Because it set my time to like tomorrow morning already. It thinks that the alarm's going off at the right time, but it's not. Appreciate it, Hedra Wolf. Damn. I keep getting notified over and over and over again. Every time somebody joins their Discord server, I'm getting notified. I don't understand that because I'm not a fucking moderator on that Discord. I don't know why I'm getting notified every single time. Alright. Yeah, Jeff, when you get a chance, send me those damn iTools links so I can get them out to some people that need them. If you've emailed them, I haven't got an email yet. I noticed it runs a little bit slow between email from you and me getting the email. I noticed that last time you sent me something. I don't know why. I think it's because it's on yours is on AT&T, and it still don't make no sense though. Yeah. Calibrate these nuts. Yeah, some of my accounts are fucking shadow banned. That's a pain in the ass. I know exactly where you're coming from. But that's why, another reason why I started new accounts. I was like, fuck this shit. Yeah. Alright, it's time to bust out iTools, I think. So, I'll go ahead and turn the screen off real quick so I can fucking... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I gotta quit this and download the original game. Delete it. Bam. Go to the App Store and re-download this shit. then you unplug the phone from your charger, plug it into the computer, like so. For Pokemon Go, that's coming up. Grab iTools. Of course, it's wanting me to connect it again. Bingo. Toolbox. Virtual location. Now I gotta turn off mirroring. You go in here, type in Alcohol Park. Let's fucker look here. The first one. Bam. Move here. No allow. Lovely. Yay. What the fuck is that? Air 26, piece of shit game. Dude, want me to scroll through the JMS? What the fuck? I still ain't got a damn reply from them, dude. Literally, still have not got a reply. Stupid. No! I didn't want to fucking do that, son of a bitch. I was trying to click on stupid PokeStop. Damn it. Fuck it. Team Mystic or Team Instinct? or Team Valor in honor of the fallen account. Look at Team Instinct. I didn't even throw that ball, but I'll take it. Gotta love iTools, no? That shit works pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hang up the show early tonight. I got a doctor appointment tomorrow. Then your boy will be back at it hot and heavy after the doctor appointment. Probably run a few days in a row, you know, like late shows, long shows, trying to boost his account back up. Not bad. Nice. Beat. What the hell you think this is running on me? Excellent on a PG? Really? Oh, gee. Oh, no, crazy. You didn't know, huh? Yeah, it's not the server issue. Nope. They actually banned people. That's a permanent ban you got sitting in front of you right there. If you got that message, straight up. How about that shit? Damn, crazy. Where you been? I figured you would have been on that news first thing today. Yeah, no doubt, dude. No doubt. Jordy, not much, man. What's up? Just dealing with the aftermath of this damn wave, this BAM wave, Niantic put out there on everybody. To be honest though, I mean, I figured out how they got us. I know how they found out that we were running PokeGO and shit. It's because you know how they pushed out the update this time? They pushed the update out. In other words, they forced it on you. They said either install this update or you can't play no more. Well, what they did was they did the same thing on iOS, and then they noticed people were restarting, but they weren't, their version number didn't change. It was staying the same. It stayed the same. And when it stayed the same, they were like, wait a minute, something's fucking wrong here. This is supposed to be exactly the motherfucking same. It should be 99, not fucking 97. This dude's been in game and he's restarted twice, but his version number ain't changed. That's how they knew that people were running fucking a different version. It's exactly how they knew. Wait. Elliot said Niantic has lost their shit. Okay, wait. There is a new version. What the fuck? Come on, Elliot. You playing mind fuck with people here, dude. What the fuck is going on? Holy shit. Elliot said, think how many refunds were handed out over this shit. Oh my god, dude, for real. Yeah, for real. Okay, wait a minute. That's the one I was running this afternoon. I think it's the same one. Let me take up the one. I'll put like 1A just to see. I want to compare file size and shit. Interesting. Nice. I just fucking seen that shit, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, now let me compare these files real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and turn your screen off for just a second here. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. Like, oh, motherfucker. Just had one character and it erases the whole fucking thing. Come on, guys. Definitely have to save that shit. Oh shit, check that out. Very nice. There we go. Dude, that's not bad. God, download that version. I want to see real quick if that was the same. Photo. I think. Yeah. There. Okay, let's check this out. Yeah, they're the same, so I'm not even gonna bother to fucking change it. Well, apparently the release 71 beta 1 that I got last night, apparently Elliot considers me a real beta tester, which is awesome because he sent me the real beta last night, and most people didn't even get the real thing until just now. So that's kind of pimp. They're working on it. That's all I can say about it, Jordy, for sure. They are working on it. I would recommend using iTools. If you heard about iTools, Jordy? Right now, you know, just until they get all the kinks worked out of it and shit, I would stick with iTools for a little bit. Elliot says there's hope. There's definitely hope for ++. That was his latest message. Yeah, I think that's what he's check it out. See what it says. We have people testing the latest IPA. So far, so good. There were already testers that were banned, some as early as level 2. So we don't know what the problem is. This is all fresh right now. He said Niantic has lost their shit completely. Is Go Plus Plus is safe 2 years? Elliot says yes. Announces is the correct version. We hurt Niantic over the past 2 days. I expected a response, but not like this. He said we hurt Niantic over the last couple of days. He expected a response, but not like this. Think of how many refunds were handed out. No doubt. Thanks, guys. Just stay positive. We will recover. I'm not done with those bastards yet. And that is straight from Elliot. So, I know already how they are flagging. Because we were talking about it. I told you that I was talking to him directly today about that. I told you. I figured that shit out. The way they're flagging people is because when they push a fucking update out, they're flagging people to see if when you log out and log back in, if you're running the new updated version or not. Because they're pushing it. They're hard pushing the update out to people. Straight up. And if you're not running the new version when you sign back in, but you're still playing, they know you're fucking running a hacked version. So right now, the immediate course of action for everybody to take, and this is no bullshit, if you want to protect yourself and protect your account and shit, number one, I would suggest running iTools. Straight up. No doubt about it, okay? I would suggest running iTools. But if you're going to use PokeGO Plus Plus and test, which I probably will on my other low-level account that I still have, I suggest you, whenever an update is even mentioned, like for Android, that day and the next coming day, I would definitely either switch straight up to iTools during that time period and not run PokeGO Plus Plus until it's updated, or just stop playing altogether for those 2 days until you see the update is pushed out for PokeGO Plus Plus, then start back spoofing. You know what I'm saying? Or put the legit app on your phone for that day and a half or whatever and play legit for a day and a half until the new update comes out. That is what I recommend that everybody do, because that will protect yourself. That will protect you more than anything. And one of the things that I recommend people do is try to make sure that your date and timestamp matches where you're spoofing to, okay? You want that to show up. Like if you're like my time zone right now, literally since I'm over here in Yokohama, Japan, it says 11:37 a.m. on my phone because iTools updated the whole phone to match the location and the timestamp of where you're spoofing to. Instead of just changing your location but leaving your phone, you know, time the same and everything, iTools changes it all. So you might want to keep cognizant of that in the future. No. You're misunderstanding, Joe. There was nothing wrong with PokeGO++. Okay? There was nothing wrong. Here's what got caught, okay? What got caught was that PokeGO++ was on only, okay, on revision 70, it was 0.97.2, right? Which was the update 2 days ago. That's what we were basically on 2 days ago. And then all of a sudden, Android update come out the day before yesterday, which updated it to 0.99, okay? And then yesterday, the iOS version come out that updated the iOS version to 0.99. Well, Elliot was a little slow on the gun, and people didn't realize that the new version was already out for iOS. See, usually PokeGO++ is updated the night before. Like if they know an update's coming out tomorrow, it's updated the night before to match the version number and whatnot. For whatever reason, it wasn't this time, and what happened was people were exiting the game and coming back into the game still running release 70 of PokeGO++, which was 0.97.2. And Niantic knew. They said, hey, if you're restarting the game and you're actually playing in the game, you should be, when they query your software and it doesn't answer back, hey, I'm running 0.99, and it knows they did a forced update on it, they know you're running a hacked version. Do you feel me? Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to stay cognizant of that. Like the day before yesterday, when I said, hey, Android is updated, when is Elliot going to update to the newest version? And they said, when the iOS update comes out. I should have knew right then. I should have stopped running PokeGO++ until the update had come through. Because people who did that and then didn't run it until after the update were fine, because by that time they were already using 0.99, which is what release 71 is. It's 0.99. So everything was cool the day after. If we would have all just stopped for like a day and not done anything for a day, or used iTools or something for a day, we would have been fine. But what fucked us up is where we started getting reports from people. Like, remember, I was in game the whole time and I was fine. I didn't have a ban, right? And people kept coming in saying something, and I was like, dude, I've been spoofing all day, no problem. Where there was a problem at is when I left the game to check, when people were coming in with those rumors saying that. I left the game to check, and then when I started the game back up, I fucked myself because I continued to spoof after restarting the game, and they were like, wait a minute, fucker, you're not running 0.99 and you're spending an awful lot of time in game. Here, take this ban, give some to your mama, and we'll see you later. That's basically how it happened. That's what one report from somebody that left the game and came back later on did to everybody. It basically just hit everybody after that, because they were like, nah, check, I swear to God, when I restarted my game, I had it. And then you restart your game like an idiot, and bam, you get hit. You see what I'm saying? If I would have just stayed in and never restarted the game, I probably would have went right through without a ban. Because it would have understood, it would have went, oh, well, the reason he's not running 0.99 is he hasn't restarted the game yet, so we haven't forced the update on it. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? So that's what the problem was. It's not that there was a problem with PokeGO++ per se. It was just the whole situation was kind of fucking handled the wrong way. We kind of fucked ourselves. I mean, we can't blame nobody but ourselves. We fucked ourselves on that situation. As soon as we knew there was an updated version supposed to come out that day, there's no way we should have been in there spoofing using the old version the entire day and then think it's going to be okay. Because it's not going to. I mean, if we would have used it just like the first half of the day and then stopped using it and waited until PokeGO++ update come out, we would have been fine. none of this shit would have happened. But I'm suspecting it also has something to do with the date and time, because that screenshot that I seen, the steps to fix it, you know, from Niantic, step number 2 or 3 was to make sure that you were on, your time was on automatic or network related time. And the reason they're doing that is because they want to make sure your time zone is updating to whatever time zone you're spoofing in. You see what I'm saying? Exactly. Now you get it. That's what it was. Pretty sure. I'm like 180% sure that it's those two things right there that is getting us caught up. It's nothing special. Everybody thinks, oh, they got this machine learning anti-spoof code. No. It's very simple. We're fucking ourselves because we're idiots and we're not paying attention. That's what's going on. Yeah, dude, I'll do it. Wait, John for Team Yell, TL40X1, is that it? Follow. No, not yet. I'm waiting on it. Oh yeah, I'm following you. I followed you, dude. I would appreciate it if you would follow me back. That would be pretty awesome. But I started following you, so that's a good question. Now let me check. Yeah, I haven't gotten a response back from them yet. No problem, no problem. I did, but I'm not really worried about it because I'm pretty sure this is not a perm ban by any means. I think somebody said something last night about it being a 14-day ban, and then like you lose all Pokemon that you've caught for like the last 10 days or something. Somebody said that last night, and when they said it, it kind of stuck, because if you don't have the big nasty email from them stating that you're perm banned, and then also you get a nice little pretty screen that comes up, it's yellow and red messages saying you have violated their terms of service agreement, and that because of that your account has been permanently banned, blah blah blah. If you don't have that yet, it's probably just the 2-week thing. where you can't access your account for 2 weeks. Fingers crossed. But I mean, I'm going to be okay. I have other accounts. We'll all be good. It's just, we just have to be smarter about it in the future. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, from now on, whenever I know the update's coming down, that's gonna be my +1 message on here to people is, hey, the Android update come out today. Make sure that tomorrow you're not using PokeGO++. That's gonna be my #1 message that I'm gonna push out. But yeah, I mean, I have another account. I'll be alright. Some people don't even have another account, period. You know, those are the ones that are going to be in trouble. But as you can tell, I mean, I can spoof without PokeGO++ if I have to. It's good to know, though, that I'm one of the chosen few that actually gets to really test PokeGO++. That's kind of nice. I couldn't believe that when he just said that. He's like, yeah, this is the version. He said, I pushed this out to a very few people last night, people that are really testing it. You know, he said normal people think that they're really testing it, but they're not. Uh, Joe, did you ask for a refund on it? Because that may have been the reason. I hate answering questions that I really don't have an answer to. You know, that's the only thing. I like to have all my ducks in a row. That's why last night, when all that information started coming in from different locations, I ended the show early so that I could go keep up with what everybody was saying and stuff. But if you ask crazy, I didn't leave, dude. I was sitting right here in this chair all night last night. I talked to him 3 o'clock this morning. I've been sitting in this chair and I was so damn tired, dude, from staring at the screen, reading everything that people were saying back and forth. I was just trying to get all my ducks in a row before. I don't like putting out false news. You know what I'm saying? I like to know what I'm saying. Hey, Jeff, thank you. Appreciate it big time, Bubba. Really appreciate it. That is definitely going to help the show out for sure. Appreciate it a lot. And yes, I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, that's really weird. I don't know. That is kind of weird though. But didn't they say they were going to give you your account back, something like that? Yeah, I love it, dude. Look at this. Let's go to this right here. Yeah, I love it, dude. It's awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, that made me feel so much better. Because now I'm not, I'm not on that grind, you know what I mean? I can just play and dish out information, which is what I'm the best at, helping people out. I appreciate it very much. I love it. Okay, they say yes, we will handle your issue. and send a number that I must paste and send back to Pokemon email. What? Why would they do that? Oh, you have to paste it and send it back from your email that it's from your account? Is that what they're saying? So they can verify that it is your account? It would have to be something like that. But yeah, I'm not going to run too much longer anyway, Jeff. I'm probably going to end this stream here at 10 o'clock. I got to get some sleep, get up in the morning, and go see the doc. Yeah, okay, that's what I was thinking it was. Okay. But hey, that's what the news is, everybody. Hopefully people get a lot out of this video when they watch it back. If nothing else, at least learn we got to be a little bit smarter with our hacks. You know what I'm saying? Like FSU always used to say, hack smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? So use your brain a little bit. As soon as we see the Android version update, from now on, the very next day afterwards, stop using the current PokeGO++ until it's been updated. It's just that simple. And you know, something else you may want to do is start making sure your time zone matches the location that you're spoofing to. Just saying. And if you really need to know, if you're not sure what it is or whatever, get with me or Jeff. We have iTools. We can do that on our phone, spoof to the same location, and tell you exactly what it should be set to. So, as always, I'm your boy. As always, Niantic. Niantic is hitting us below the belt the wrong way, man, the wrong way. But I'm your boy, Storm 3, and as I always say, may all your Pokemon be 100s, and at least some of them be shinies, people. Hack smarter, not harder. Use your brain, and we'll be good to go. That's all we need. Bam.